right now, you're old.
Stop. Stop this.
It's the truth.
You need to be stopped.
I'm getting there soon.
I'm going to use
So
my level
I'm gonna
3
have to
super
do it,
on
but
you.
it's true. I'm just accepting when I get there, I'm also old.
My sister's also almost 30. I don't want to think about it.
Hey, your sister's almost old. Congratulations.
I'm going to hit you. It's Chef and Yanni.
Two young fellas.
Was that a dollar's bill
A
that he took out of
bill.
his hand? Can you make an S with your hand? Or
Me?
make a money sign?
I can't make an S with my hand.
No, I can't either.
I can make an S with two hands.
With two, yeah, but that's not. All right, well,
my fingers don't bend
this is what I expected to see.
Hold on,
So
I can't make an S with my hand.
that looks like a swastika.
Well,
What if we talked about this great game in front of us, Chef and Yanni, and this is what I expected, because you only get the 1 week, which is this week, to play Steve in bracket at Ultimate Shockwave during ban month.
Yeah.
And Yanni has said, look, I'm going to take this time to continue to work on the Roy. Maybe after all this blows over, go back to the Steve, but the Roy has been excellent thus far.
He got 5th last week, and so far making it to winner's quarters. I presume going all Roy and potentially Roy and Luigi.
Some Luigi for sure, probably, yeah. But Chef right now making short work of that first Roy stock. I can't believe Yanni's still playing with the block Obama. Like, that doesn't work.
That doesn't work with, no, that is not, I mean, he's playing
My
the Fresh
fellow
Prince.
Americans. Roy. Because I have nothing else for this. Chef, though, getting the
Roy
Roy.
is our boy.
That is the platform I am running on. Disco,
My fellow Americans.
Disco and I have already run this one into the ground, by the way, just so you know.
You know, I'm not shocked.
Chef,
Man, this takes me back to Smash 4, that bit.
yeah.
It takes me back to when
Dude,
road tripping with Gio.
A lot of tonight has
Yeah.
brought me back to Smash 4. It's not Cheeks Cloud versus Karnish Sheik.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right?
I feel old.
A lot of it.
I'm an elderly, decrepit man.
Back to it. And Chef has not
Oh
stopped
my
even
God.
for a
Yanni is
second.
just
Like,
getting plastered.
and I'm not talking about getting no Bud Light.
I hope he's having a good time.
It looks like it.
Chef's having a good time.
Chef looks like he feels awkward.
Chef's like, I fought this hard for a bye in round 3?
Yeah. Yanni, I mean, that was a decisive game 1. He could always fall back on the Steve if he wants to, and so he might.
And now he will try.
Now he will try.
A friend of the producer.
My fellow Americans, I have decided to unleash the power of the Chaos Emeralds. I have turned into blocks.
The bird brain standing before you has declared that Roy is not, in fact, our boy. And I will not stand for this.
I will show him what's what. They call me the Enderman because it's the Ender this man.
You may personally prefer the air, but I've got some little friends waiting for you there.
Say hello to my little friend. A UAV drone strike.
You know, I was debating really hard whether or not I just went straight for the drones, but
Nope, I also did this the last time Disco and I did this bit too.
Yeah.
I said something along the lines of, all U.S. presidents are guilty of it. Back to the match.
So true.
And hey, you know what? Chef right now, if we want to get back to the match, still looking solid against the Steve. Granted, that is first stock Steve, so a little bit easier to deal with as the materials start to build up. Yanni right back into things here.
It is crazy that fighting against Steve truly does feel like a boss, and each stock is like when you reach another phase.
It's another
in a
health
fight.
bar, yeah.
Yeah. We've reached second health bar. He does get a little bit stronger, a little bit more materials. He's ramping up. And if you make it to last stock, Steve, unless you have just cheated your way through it with hacks and extra potions and stuff, man, he is a menace because you're going to have to fight against Diamond.
And look, this is the thing about Steve that people feel frustrated with is exactly that at times, right? That fighting against him feels like fighting against a Dark Souls boss. You have no margin of error to work with, right? And if you make one mistake, you instantly you died. Just comes right across the screen, and that is exactly what, because Chef did really, really well, not making big mistakes in that first stock, but a couple of these on these last two have meant the end.
I'm shocked that he was able to make it over those blocks there, but Might be for naught. He has been evicted from space.
Wait, he's alive. Yonni not having played a little bit of Steve tonight, missing that edge guard that should be free normally.
Very quickly had to make sure that he had the diamond on deck because he's out of resources, but Chef is out of life.
Die.
There was certainly a chance for Chef to mount that comeback had there not been a second diamond ready to go. Maybe if Yonni had refreshed the diamond before he'd, gotten taken out.
Yeah.
But because he had like 3 blocks worth of resource. He was gone.
And that's the scary part for Steve, and especially something where like you see Aquila is very good at playing in that way with Steve. I have not known Yonni to be like really good at, like, he needs those blocks to like make his crazy devious setups and condition you, right?
That is typically what Yonni is known for. Outside of like his parry game,
which is what I discussed earlier. Crazy.
Phenomenal. He can do a little bit of boxing, but it's mostly like Tech Fiend, very much hits his BNBs.
Hits every no-impact land ever.
And let me tell you need some blocks for that. But it just does a great job.
You're going to need blocks for that.
Managing those resources.
Chef, though, not able to make any distance away from Yonni, who's keeping that pressure on. Iron Tools immediately, which early on in the Steve meta, we saw that Steve players tried to like actively avoid crafting Iron Tools. Now they're like, well, but I'm going to mine faster with these, and they hit so much harder, it's worth it.
Yeah, honestly, once you get the first BNB and you hit them up to 80, it's probably fine to be able to finish that stock with an iron, and then you're mining quickly to the real win condition. But early on, you definitely want to be able to use that wood for the early combos. And then yeah, look, up tilt, back air, almost getting the job done. Forward smash definitely would have caught that landing in the KO.
Extra damage doing Yonni some wonders, but the extra iron here, great angle by Chef, saves him.
I love that.
A couple of regrabs here, a little bit sloppy off stage. Both players end up retaining their stocks, though. And this is another one of those situations where it feels like Chef may be a little bit out of practice against all of these mine carts. Yonni not going to make it back. Neither will Chef, though. And here's the key difference. That first set, they were like laughing the whole time. They were smiling. This is dead serious right now.
Yeah, this is Chef upsetty spaghetti that Yonni is chilling here with the block man in front of him and didn't give it to him game 1. He said, look, if you were going to go Roy game 1, commit. If you're going Steve,
you're
commit.
wasting my time.
Yeah. And now...
That's exactly what I was going to say. And now...
Look.
Okay, he should be alive.
You know,
no, well, I lied.
He's certainly not alive.
That's actually, in hindsight, that was a stupid thing to say.
Yeah.
This is Minecraft Steve we're talking about.
Minecraft Steven.
Minecraft.
Oh, he just yoinked him out of the air. He's so, oh my. How's he alive? How's he?
You know, it beats me.
Normally, Yonni does not miss those.
No, that was a tough situation to hit, though, because that was Chef, like, he was drifting in the air with the up B and everything. I get it.
I love that Chef did not commit to hitting that block more. That's what Yonni was banking on. He's doing a little more damage to the block so that minecart could fly through.
I love the jump out of the minecart into the Phantom block reverse to get the forward air out to potentially get a big combo. No!
I mean, look, there's nothing you can do there. But it feels bad that that's the way you die. At least when they hit you with the forward smash, you know you made them do it. You know?
Yeah. It's just such an anti-climax, like that particular ending, right? Because you're like, okay, I feel like I can do this. I'm in the zone. I'm in the last stock, and suddenly, it feels like you got the game ripped away from you.
It's very sad.
But good stuff from Yonni. Showing that the Steve is very much always a threat from him.
Still doing what he needs to do.
Chef demonstrating that he still knows how to play the matchup, though.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a couple of weeks since he's played one at this particular event.
I mean, I'm sure he's played some
of the Steve's, but been a little bit since he's played the Blockman at this particular event.
And he got blocked, man.
No stranger. No stranger
to
whatsoever.
love. You know the rules,
that is a cursed bracket.
So do I.
Where was I on that side?
That would have been very funny.
Thank goodness.
That would have been very funny. Yeah, we have a couple commentators playing in the lower bracket. Disco is playing Lima. That may be Smolder. I assume that's
Winners.
prior to quarters.
That is quarters. Winner makes it into top 8. Oh, I love these two fellas.
Why did he do that?
Big-
That's
why did he do what?
obscene.
What is that?
That's obscene. What is
Is that illegal? Oh, that that is the I see. I get it.